Hello, welcome, thanks for joining me. Today we're looking at the gearing of my Streetfighter. First of all, we'll put it on the rear paddock stand, and then we can spin the rear wheel to our heart's content, and it also makes the bike solid. So we get at the front sprocket of the final drive by removing this side cover. A number of Allen keys around its edge. It doesn't hold any fluid, so no problem. Just unscrew the Allen screws. They're all the same length, so no problem with that. When you've removed the bolts that you can see, we need to remove the gear linkage because it hides one of the bolts. A good idea is to take a photo of the position of the gear linkage so you've got it for future reference, and so you can attach the gear linkage back to exactly the same spot. It is quite adjustable, but we won't be adjusting anything today, just simply removing the one bolt that holds it on the spline and keeps it in the correct position. So removing all the Allen bolts, Allen screws, whatever you want to call them. You probably have a tug at the casing at this point, but so there I am taking a photo of the linkage for the gear change, just for peace of mind. A 10mm spanner will come in handy, a ratchet spanner. Now this little bolt that's holding the gear change linkage on wants to be completely removed. You can't leave it in partially because there's an indent in the spline shaft and the bolt sits in that, so it has to be removed to allow. It's just at the top of the picture now, so remove the little bolt completely and the gear change linkage should pull off and just hang down, and that will show us the position of the last Allen screw. Handy these ratchet spanners. You only need a few to strip and build a bike. They make light work of working in confined spaces, so don't be tempted to leave it in a thread or two. Take it out completely, put it safe. Now the linkage will pull off and just drop down. So now the case is free to be pulled off, and it's only the seal around the gear change spline. Oh, this is the last bolt. You know, I was saying there's one hidden. Well, there it is. The last Allen screw. There's a slight friction between the casing and the gear change shaft. Be aware of that when you're repositioning it for assembling. Quick tug, make sure there's nothing left, quick tug, and off it comes. Now we'll see the clutch assembly with the cable, and that conveniently supports the casing. Just checking with the light to see if there's any stamping on the final drive front sprocket, but I couldn't see any. And what I suggest we do is we count the number of teeth. First of all, I'd like to mark the sprocket. So mark it how you want and then count it, but be accurate. It turns out there's 11 teeth on this sprocket on my Streetfighter.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Now we'll count the
11 tooths on the front sprocket.
Now we'll count the teeth on the rear sprocket. Or luckily
47 tooths.
It's marked on the sprocket.
Teeth on the back sprocket.
So we've got a ratio of 11 on the front, 47 on the back.
11, 47 is the key ratio.
Now the 47 happens to be the same ratio, the same gearing as a standard bike. So whoever built this Streetfighter has just dropped 4 teeth off the front. You could also add teeth to the rear to get the same effect, but it seems to have some acceleration when I tried it in the street, so I'm looking forward to having fun. Yes, it's dropped the top speed, but I'm not too bothered about that. I just want massive acceleration. Thanks for watching. Join me again soon. Bye.